I'm videoing so people can watch me fix my truck.
What are you putting it on?
YouTube.
Oh.
You don't watch my YouTube channel?
No, my mom doesn't let me watch YouTube.
Oh, well, she's a smart lady.
She's overprotective.
Well, you're of the age that needs protecting, so that works for me.
She's still overprotective.
Yep, yep. Welcome back. Hope you had a Merry Christmas. We did. So it's never ending with this truck. I don't know what I've done in the universe to cause such bad karma, but apparently I've done something. Come out this morning to get her started and move her out of the driveway so I could finish my welding, and this is what I get. And that's it. That's all she does. She'll sort of start, but then it stops. I know the fuel pump's coming on. I don't know if you could hear that, but it came on. I know it's running its initial pump. If I spray some starter fluid in it, it will turn over-ish, but then it just stops. It's fuel starved. So my guess is fuel starvation. It doesn't have any fuel. So instead of coming up here and doing this without some help and spraying gasoline all over my motor, I had a weird dream. All right, I know people have premonitions about things going bad. And I had a premonition, actually had one about this. Thought through the entire process of the nightmare on Fox Lane that the fuel pump never would pump correctly, give us all this trouble. Yeah, that's what it was. So my guess at this point in my process is that that fuel pump, that fuel filter is crap. I'm gonna guess that it's probably full of junk. And I'm not getting any fuel out of it. It's finally met its match. So I ran down to the store and I grabbed a fuel filter. Now the fuel filter, because again, karma and all of that, is located, oh yeah, so I moved the Range Rover in pretty far and on one side so I could have plenty of room on the other side. And of course that happens because now I've got to take the tire off to get to the fuel filter. If you remember on this model, the fuel filter, which I can't get to the back of my truck now to show you, is in the wheel well of the truck right back. Where is it over there? I have it. I know, remember where it is. There she is. It's right there. Can I reach it from inside the truck? Probably not. So that's coming off. So we're gonna have to do some moving and stuff and get that sorted. So that's what we're gonna do and hope that the Range Rover will start today. And if that doesn't work, we're gonna have to get some more advanced technology and test our fuel pressure or something somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna go offline for a minute and get some stuff sorted out. Okay, it's going to become pretty evident pretty quickly why nobody likes this job on a Range Rover. The first, oh my lord. Okay, the first one is you must depressurize the fuel system. And guess what? We know exactly where the fuel relay is because we've been dealing with that already. So I don't know if I can do this with one hand. So let's pull this. So it is now depressurized, supposedly. I don't know how that depressurizes it, but it's supposed to do that magic for us. So that's now depressurized. And we'll close that door because we're now working in the crazy part. All right, so I removed the wheel, as you can tell. Hey, no wheel. And this is where the filter is. Right up there. Where is it? There, right there. And so you'll need something like, a blanket or a towel. No, I was kidding on the blanket. You'll need a towel because fuel's going to leak out of there, I promise. And so I'm going to catch as much of it in that towel and then forget I did that and catch that towel on fire later in another episode. But that's where it's going to be. This is going to be hard to film. I am convinced of it at this time. Let's light the universe up here with some lightage, lamperage, lighting. Is that even at all helpful? No. Let's change it over here. We could light it from the bottom. We can light it from the top. That's what we gotta do. Yay! But that's where I need to be with my hands, so that's not gonna work at all. Okay, does that help? Yeah, that looks all right. If we can get to it. All right, I brought like all of the wrenches over here. I'm thinking it's in the 16 range for some of these, bigger. 16 is the smallest on that side, so we've got to go get bigger wrenches. So I'm gonna go back over there and get more wrenches while you wait. Okay. All right, well that was an adventure. I went to go to the pawn shop to find wrenches that would fit, and that turned out to be folly. So basically I tried to find, my in-town pawn shop is closed. So that's sad, but in the other end of that, it was I went somewhere else. So that was really bad sentence, sorry. Anyway, I went up to the city and wound up, they didn't have anything. They did have this 1316, which is basically 20.5 millimeters, and it fits pretty close. So this side is 20 and this side is 16. So we're going to loosen that now best I can with my grip. Wow. We think we are. We may need to move the camera so I can get in there and get to this. Yeah, camera's gotta move. Okay, yeah, that's not moving. So I PB blasted it. Obviously we can't heat it up. It's got fuel in it. So we're gonna PB blaster it and let it sit for a bit and then give it another shot. Okay, I did manage to get this loose, but I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take this out. There's no way I'm gonna get wrenches in here to do this side. So I'll have to pull it toward me or drop it down or something. I can't remember how I did it last time. I do remember taking this off though. So this is gonna come off and we'll get to it somehow up there. I'll explain that rubber strap in a minute. Okay, so you can see what you're up against. This is a challenge. This side over here came out pretty easy and pretty quickly. This side still a bit of trouble. So I'm gonna remove this side and see if that is not corroded. It's very corroded around this whatever pressure nut and this hose. It's very corroded in here. It's probably rusted together because I know that is not moving on its own. So once I get the filter out, that'll need to be a little bit of rust abate there. So more work on this side. Let's see if I can get to that without too much trouble. And I don't even know if you can see that. So, but I'm going to work on it from that other side. So let me get over here. I'm not wearing my gloves, so my hands are gonna stink like gasoline. I'm getting too old to get up and down 50 times a trip, so. All right, that's coming off lovely. All right, that's coming off. I think that's finger tight. I think I can unspin that with my fingers. I can. Yes. Yes. All right. 15 more turns and we're good. Just kidding, but it is a lot more turns for some bizarre reason. to the other side. Let's see if we can get that sorted out. I did not want to play well a few minutes ago, so let's see if we can get it this time. Move the camera over here. See if we can work around it. Yeah, that's not working at all. Spin. And one side off. Yes, victory is ours. There goes the fuel, gasoline out. There's the gasoline I promised would come out onto my electrics and my hands. Let me get some towels because that's gonna be bad. Okay. It's me wiping the gasoline off my lamp. All right, I have those loose. You can see this. This is pretty corroded here. So that's not spinning. This should be a loose fitting right here. So it should turn, but it's rusted. You can see on this one, if I got the camera in the right place, you can see on this one that it spins okay. But this one on this side does not. Here, that's not spinning. We're gonna try a little bit of stupidity and see if we can get her spinning, but we gotta be real careful here. All right, let's pause while I do something stupid. Okay, so I've got this Dremel bit thingy that I think is non-sparking. I think it's made out of aluminum. So I'm gonna kind of get some of the corrosion off of this best I can. It is very badly corroded. You can see the dust crap coming off of it. There was a rubber O-ring in here. I removed that first. So if you're wondering. And if you're asking, I did test this. I did test this to see if it made sparks before I did this. Over on the workbench. Riveting, I know. This is awesome content. I have no earthly idea why this camera shut off again. And that's the end of my tool. Expendable, apparently. All right. Hardened plasticky something or other, whatever that was. And it's done. All right, this is pretty clean now. I'm happier with it now than I was before. Let me check this thread out with my screwdriver.
Logan hit me with his sword.
You just hit me. Just broken my. You just says.
Logan, just cause.
Hey.
Logan, just cause I stopped.
Papa.
What?
You just broke my horse.
And then he hit me.
Broke your what?
He made
Broke
holes
my
with his
horse.
sword. I broke them. I just put dirt in it, and then he hit me with his sword.
Were you supposed to put dirt in his horse?
in his hole?
Yeah.
Lucas just broke my hole.
He broke your hole?
Yeah,
But then you
Were you digging a hole?
yeah. Then Lucas just broke it. Then I just worked so hard.
All right, we're going to deal out some pawpaw justice now. All right, both of you need to get along better. Say you're sorry to each other.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Logan.
All right, let's get back to work. That means you guys go play.
Okay.
Yay!
Wait, why are you even videoing?
I'm videoing so people can watch me fix my truck.
What are you putting it on?
YouTube.
Oh.
You don't watch my YouTube channel?
No, my mom doesn't let me watch YouTube.
Oh, well, she's a smart lady.
She's overprotective.
Well, you're of the age that needs protecting, so that works for me.
She's still overprotective.
Yep.
And remember to put that part on YouTube.
I will definitely put that part on YouTube. All right, so I was back to checking the threads here, making sure that most of the gunk that is stuck there is now removed best it can be, where that tool did not get it out. Would have been nice to do a body off restoration on this truck. Absolutely. This is, okay, so this is what happens when steel and aluminum touch each other for a really long period of time. This is metal corrosion of the worst sort. So that's what's happened here. I'm going to put some more PB Blaster on it to annoy it more. And then we will put it this way too. Try to get it in there, try to get as much corrosion out of that insider deal. But this part is going to need thread goop, I think. So I'll have to dry this off. But you can see the rust when I move it up and back. You can see the rust underneath. It's pretty bad. Alright, so we've got this sorted out. Alright, I'm moderately happy with this. We can put a new fuel filter on it. And we can get this back together. Alright, let's do that. Okay, your new filter will come in a box. Probably. And again, this is a 33481. It's a Wix. Been pleased with Wix filters on my other pieces. This one is a low torque design installation instructions. Assemble and tighten fuel line fittings to filter fittings to a maximum torque of 17 nanometers or 12 foot-pounds while holding filter fitting stationary with a second wrench. Check for leakage. Lovely little plastic caps. Pulled and removed. Made in Bulgaria. All right. So they're very careful about telling us which way it goes. Out. And there's even an arrow. So that's what we got. So we're going to be putting it in this way with the fuel going through it that way. What?
What do you do?
I'm working on my truck. What are you doing?
Just putting holes in the dirt.
Okay, go put holes in the dirt. Stay in the backyard.
I just put two. I put weeds in, then I put this little tiny rock.
Okay, go ahead. Go play. Go back in the backyard. So your mom looks out there and sees you're not in there, she's gonna lose her mind. All right, so we're going to... I know where Mom is. Yeah, Mom's in Mimi's house. All right, so we're gonna put this back on. I'm gonna finger thread that side, making sure I got my arrow in the right direction. Finger threaded that one on. Bingo. And we're gonna finger thread this side on. I put a little bit of anti-seize on there just to annoy the chemistry. We must have left some threads in that last filter because this is not a smooth spin on. All right, that's pretty close to tight. Let's put a little bit of pressure on it like it said. And we'll call that good. Didn't quite get it tight with my fingers enough. Like I said, the threads on this side were pretty bad. I must have got over a rough spot. Now I'm trying to do this again. Let's see if I can put my fingers in there again. Okay, I think we were close. All right, let's try it again with the wrench. 17 nanometers. Well, it wasn't as close as I thought it was. All right, here we go. Click, click. All right, let's try the other side. Alright, do we have this tight? Not yet. Alright, put this wrench in this way. See the support beam being in the way. It's a great place for this, by the way. You guys couldn't put this anywhere else in the truck, really. It had to be right here, huh? Sort of like an afterthought. Oh crap, we need a filter. Where will we put it? Let's put it up in the wheel well. Well, it's really hard to get to. Great idea, Ian. Just put it right here instead of something easy like on the back. Told you not to have that last beer at the pub, Ian. And now we've come up with this terrible idea for the fuel pump. It's all right. Trust me. The engineers will never suspect a thing. All right, here we go. Click, click. That one a little more click, click. I think that didn't click, click right. One more little click, click there. Click, click. All right, I feel good about that. We're gonna test it, of course. If fuel will fly out, we'll have a video on it. Great. All right, I wonder if it'll start. Okay, that was our, stop.
What'd you say?
I'm talking to the camera. Talking to the camera. Okay, that unfortunately did not fix my problem. It still will not start. Let's show you one more time because I've tried it already.
Wait, I thought I heard it start.
It didn't though.
You were. What's this?
Didn't start.
On the door.
Plastic. Okay. Let's ask questions in a minute. All right, that's it. It at least was a video about changing a fuel filter. So the last steps on that are to put the band back on it, clamp it down. I told you I would tell you about the rubber part. I have the rubber piece in there so that the fuel filter does not rub against the metal that was in there. Not an original part and did not come that way. I'm just overcautious. So I put that on there myself. So not sure if I'll put it back, but I've got to get that piece put back together. And then next we're going to have to find out why the Range Rover won't start. It will run. It goes brum, 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 brum. So I think I've got spark. So we have to test that again. So that's where we're at. Tell them like and subscribe, Lucas.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Thanks for your time this week, and we'll see you next week. Hey, what? That is a piece of fender.
It's broken in the.
It's not broken. I didn't install it again.
Wait, what are you gonna name the video?
What am I going to name the video? This is going to be replacing a fuel filter.
You should probably put trying to.
I didn't try, I'd completed it.